ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. David Nicholas and Harrison Discount Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. GCTC, a career and technology center located in Shawnee. Brown and Sons Towing and Recovery. Big or small, we tow them all. Play It Again Sports, where we give you cash for your gently used athletic equipment. Rand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. Big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Protecting your business is our business. Ford Insurance Agency, Charlotte, Barnett. Casterkey Auto Mart. Shop at the lot or online. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. Connecting patients to convenient, compassionate care in our community, that is First Med. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience, Casterkey Tire and Alignment. L's Jewelry, Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Eric's Pharmacy. Ask about compounding. Triad Complete Healthcare. Schedule an appointment today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here live in the pack, ready to welcome in your Lady Wolves volleyball team. Again, I am Chad Johnson, excited to be on the call tonight. We are welcoming the Del City Lady Eagles here into the pack this evening. The teams are ready to go. Coaches have given their final instructions, and we are just about underway. Starting tonight for our Lady Wolves, we have number 3, Aubrey Smith, number 5, Chriselle Milam, number 9, Ashlyn Chavez, number 14, Janiyah Bruner, number 16, Ava Plumley, number 17, Molly McGehee, and rounding out the starting lineup, number 20, Michaela Young. It's good to see some student athletes and some students here in the building tonight. I know football is just about to take the field across the parking lot in their scrimmage before they are set to open up the season next week. But here in the pack, our Lady Wolves look like they're ready to go. You can smell the popcorn popping. Lady Wolves are looking to get back in the win column after a fairly close loss on Tuesday over at El Reno. I think they lost in 4 sets to the Lady Indians there. But they've had some early success this year, and they're looking to continue that here in the pack tonight. We are underway. Janiyah Bruner opens up the score with a nice spike. She put a point on the board for our Lady Wolves. We will have an early substitution. Number 10, Chloe Smith, checks in for number 20, Young. Point does go to the Lady Eagles there, and Young will check back in. Lady Eagles with the serve. Janiyah Bruner. A nice block there at the net, giving the point for our Lady Wolves early in the contest. Chavez with the serve. Just a bit outside. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. So as we saw last week here in the pack, one thing that I feel like will be interesting to watch and monitor for the game is how each team fills each other out, takes their jabs early on as they get their rhythm. I was very impressed with our Lady Wolves last week as they were able to battle back and defeat the Noble Lady Bears in a highly contested 5-set match. But the resiliency, the ability to bounce back from adversity was something that I took away, and I thought something that could be used for in the future. 3-2 here in the pack. Lady Wolves look to set it up. Janiyah Bruner on the spike in the point for our Lady Wolves. The southpaw move in from Tecumseh has been a stalwart there in the right corner, as she's on the serve right now. Molly McGehee with the touch. Point goes to Shawnee. And Bruner will still be on the service there. One thing will be interesting to monitor for our Lady Wolves. Looks like they'll be without number 4, senior Kylie Moore. So it'll be interesting to see who steps in to replace. It looks like number 9, Ashlyn Chavez, will be taking over in that role of the libero tonight. I know Moore was a key point of emphasis for Coach Burnett as just one of the 2 seniors there. He really showed that poise and senior leadership last week here in the pack. It'll be interesting to see how our Lady Wolves can rally around each other to fill that void tonight. Great volley here, back and forth between both teams. And the point goes to our Lady Wolves. Aubrey Smith there on the serve. Nice serve, getting it over there in the back right corner. Lady Eagles were able to test that serve. Point for the Lady Eagles. We have a deadlock tie here at 5 points apiece early on in the first set here. As the Lady Eagles will take the service. Chrissy Milam with the point there. Looked like she faked out the Lady Eagles there. Came in for the spike and just gradually, nicely touched it right where they weren't, giving the Wolves a 6-5 lead. Point for your Lady Wolves. Ava Plumley on the block. She's a freshman to watch this year for our Lady Wolves. Looks like the officials are stopping the play briefly. Ensuring that our great cameramen are not in harm's way as they're capturing the action here. 7-5 Lady Wolves here as Chrissy Milam goes for the serve. And there it is, our first ace of the night, which gets Coach Burnett off the bench up and doing his dance, as I love to see. 8-5 Lady Wolves. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. They'll see. Milam will check out. Ashton Chavez checks back in. Also in for our Lady Wolves, number 7, Reese Leone. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. So again, we're back live here in the pack. This is our 89th consecutive season here with ShawneeCTV, broadcasting all of Shawnee athletics, highlighting our great student athletes here at Shawnee High School. Molly McGehee and Ava Plumley team up for that block and score, giving our Lady Wolves a 9-7 lead here early on. Janiyah Bruner does check back in. Forward number 7, Reese Leone. McGehee on the service. Ace! Lady Eagles hit the ball off of the scoreboard there, dropping down on the floor, giving the point to the Lady Wolves. McGeehee's still on the service as the Lady Wolves look to increase their lead here. Young with the nice touch just right over the net. 12-7. Lady Wolves here. McGehee sets it up nice for Janiyah Bruner for the spike. Great teamwork there. McGehee with the great setup. Janiyah Bruner times it up perfectly for the spike and point. McGehee to Bruner again. 14-7. Our Lady Wolves have increased their lead, doubling up the Lady Eagles here. It just seems like the Lady Eagles are in a pretty good groove right now. Seem to be very relaxed. Energy is usually always pretty high, at least the games that I've watched us play. They always seem to have a great demeanor as Janiyah Bruner gets her third point in a row, building the lead 15-7. And the Lady Eagles will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Remember, together we build community, one season at a time.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service. Charlotte Barnett has insured regional business with commercial policies for over 40 years. If you want to get the best commercial insurance coverage while working with a commercial insurance expert, call Charlotte's Ford Insurance Agency now for a quote.
We have contracts with many employers and we do drug testing, alcohol testing, pre-employment screenings. We also do workers' comp, so if someone gets injured on the job and needs stitches, staples, break a bone, then we can absolutely see them and they cannot go to the emergency room.
Connecting our community with convenient, compassionate care.
Yes.
That's what you guys do.
It is what we do.
We're back here in the pack. Lady Wolves have taken a 15-7 lead over the Lady Eagles. Straight out of the break, Molly McGehee with the ace. Again, the ace equals Coach Hunter Burnett hitting the gritty, which I'm all in on. McGehee's just a bit outside, going for that back left corner. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. The Eagles get it over on the serve. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. Again, still time to get here to the pack early on in this first game. Point, the Lady Eagles. Looks like the point goes to the Lady Eagles. Janiyah Bruner on a nice tap over. I believe she's called for palming. So the point will go to the Lady Eagles. Wolves still have a 16-11 lead here in the first game. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. 12-16 here. I believe Molly McGee was just a little bit too close to the net there. So the Lady Eagles are battling. And they get their first ace of the evening on the serve. Nice serve there by number 7 for the Lady Eagles. Point. Lady Wolves, 17-13 here at the Pack. When you're watching ShawneeCTV, we are in our 23rd year of broadcasting all of Shawnee athletics, highlighting the great student athletes here. Point Lady Eagles. Janiyah Bruner was going for the spike there, couldn't quite control it. You could tell she wanted that one really bad. She's been playing really well in that right corner there this evening. Point Lady Eagles there, 17-14 as the Eagles get the serve over. There it is, Janiyah Bruner regroups and gets the spike for the point. Again, Bruner, multi-sport athlete, as most of these young ladies are. I know there's several who will be taking the court for Coach Wendy Wells later on this semester for the Lady Wolves basketball team. Lady Eagles couldn't quite control that one, giving the point over to our Lady Wolves. Ashlyn Chavez on the nice serve there. Point for our Lady Wolves here, and they were just 5 points away from taking this first game of the evening. Ace. It looks like the Lady Eagles will take a timeout here. We'll take one as well. ShawneeCTV. Watch live.
Play It Again Sports, where we buy your gently used sporting goods for cash. We give this award out once a month. The award doesn't go just to the greatest athlete or to the greatest student. It goes to the greatest person.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
Wolves have a 21-14 lead here. We're back here at Live at the Pack. Our Lady Wolves have a 21-14 lead against the Lady Eagles of Dale City High School. Ashlyn Chavez with the ace. Beautiful thing about volleyball is if you don't know if it was an ace, you can always look over at the bench for our Lady Wolves and see Coach Hunter Burnett dancing down the sideline there. Great young coach. Had a chance to get to know him early in the summer when I got here. Just a well-rounded young man. I say that he's a little bit younger than me, but his coaching pedigree is top-notch. He's been at some great programs and has really instilled a lot of excellence and greatness in this Lady Wolves program as they build their lead to 23 here in the first game, just 2 points away from taking the opening set here. Again, Coach Burnett, native of the DFW area, spent his formative years there, ended up moving up here for college and hasn't left yet. Hopefully we get to keep him here in the blue and white for many years to come as he is building something special here in Shawnee. Point does go to the Lady Eagles there. Janiyah Bruner on the spike. Just missed the outside back line there. Like Chloe Smith has checked in also for Lady Wolves, as the Lady Eagles do get the point there. And the Lady Eagles are not going down this first game without a fight. They're hanging around here as the score is 23-16. As they get the point there, closing the gap here. Lady Wolves are 2 points away from taking the set, but again, the Lady Eagles of Bell City are not just going to lay down here. They're making it a little interesting here. And the point goes to the Lady Eagles. The point goes to the Lady Eagles, so the score is 23-19. Lady Wolves are just 2 points away. Again, the Lady Eagles aren't going to make it that easy. And the point does go to the Lady Wolves, so our Lady Wolves are just 1 point away from taking this opening contest here of the evening. Best of 5 sets here. Now we're on a third. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. So the Lady Eagles are just 5 points away from taking this first set here. Point goes to the Lady Wolves, which gives them the opening set, 25-20. Very, very interesting there late in that game, but our Lady Wolves found a way to take care of business there. We'll look to regroup here and do the same thing.
Honey, get me GI help for my belly.
Yeah, I need some GI help.
Not that kind of GI.
No wait. Appointments now for belly problems at Triad Complete Healthcare. Every detail tells a story, every sparkle a memory waiting to be made. At Elle's Jewelry, timeless craftsmanship meets modern elegance, designed for life's most precious moments. Elle's Jewelry is Shawnee's friendly jeweler. Key Tire and Alignment. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience. Tires, alignments, front-end parts, and brakes installed. Check them out on Facebook. Key Tire and Alignment. Stewart and Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart and Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care.
And we're back here live at the Pack. You're watching ShawneeCTV. Our Lady Wolves took the first set there, 25-20. Lady Eagles didn't make it easy, though. Gave us a little bit of a run for our money. Made it interesting there late, but our Lady Wolves found a way to take care of business, and we open up the second set here with Molly McGee on the serve. I thought that was an ace. Coach Hunter Burnett did not dance, so clearly was not. Nonetheless, point goes to our Lady Wolves. Point goes to Lady Wolves, although Lady Eagles did look like they were going to get the point there. The official calls it in favor of Shawnee. So the service will stay on the side of the blue and white here. And I know that's an ace. That is definitely an ace. Coach Hunter Burnett is up. The bench is going crazy. Molly McGee with a great serve there. Building the lead 3-0 here early on in the second game. Again, there's still time to get out here, folks. Shawnee Lady Wolves volleyball team taking on the Del City Lady Eagles here as Molly McGee again with the ace. Fall sports are in full swing here. Had the chance to stop by last Friday, check out our Lady Wolves softball team. They took care of business against PC North there. Again, football is gearing up tonight with a scrimmage as they will open up the season next week on Friday against PC North as well. And in consistent fashion, ace equals Coach Hunter Burnett and company dancing on the bench. The Lady Eagles battling here early as Denai Bruner gets called for a net infraction. So the point will go to the Lady Eagles here. Nice set there by the Lady Eagles. Lady Wolves couldn't quite control it, giving the point there to Dale City. Point, Lady Eagles. Our score here early on, 5-3 in favor of our Lady Wolves. Substitution here, checking in number 8, Roselle. For our Lady Wolves, as she, it's a nice bump, a nice set, and a nice spike for our Lady Wolves. McGee to Bruner for the point as number 10, Chloe Smith, checks in for the Lady Wolves. Point does go to Bell City Lady Eagles. Again, Coach Burnett comes from a great coaching background. He spent some time down I-40, where Carl Albert has a stint there here in Shawnee at OBU. He also coaches club on the boys' side, and his club team this summer was very highly ranked, I believe cracking the top 10 for their respective club season. And so he's well experienced, although relatively young, and I just believe he's got what it takes to really be special. Really seems to connect with these young ladies and has a great energy and spirit about him. Just getting to know him over the last couple months has been really pleasant. Last week I referenced a quote that I really loved. In fact, I put it on our practice plan as the Lady Wolves get the point here. I put it on our practice plan the other day. It said, when excellence becomes tradition, greatness has no limits. And it turns out that quote came from his dad, who happened to be very instrumental in his coaching career. So, Mr. Burnett, Coach Burnett, if you're listening, shout out to you for that quote. I definitely want to give credit where it's rightfully due. But nonetheless, it's a great quote. I think it's a great embodiment of what Coach Burnett here is definitely trying to build, and going to the state tournament his first year is no easy task for any coach, but in your first year it speaks volumes to his coaching acumen, his coaching ability. And so the sky is definitely the limit for the Lady Wolves here, as we have an early 7-5 lead in the second set. Lady Eagles get the point there on the serve. Pretty contested match here. Both teams still just getting their rhythm, picking their spots. Again, our Lady Wolves without senior Kylie Moore, so several others are getting some well-deserved playing time. Del City Eagles are pretty strong on their back line there. As the point goes to our Lady Wolves. Del City Coach Sandoval doesn't like that call. Nonetheless, the point will stay with our Shawnee Lady Wolves. Janiyah Bruner on the serve here. The southpaw, lefty, gets it over the net. Molly McGehee with a nice setup to Chrissy Milam. The official calls it in favor of the Lady Eagles. So Bruner will sub out. Reese Leone will check back in, as the Lady Eagles will have the serve here. And that is an ace in favor of the Lady Eagles. We have ourselves an 8-8 tie here early in the second game. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. The Lady Eagles will take their first lead of the evening here in the second game, a 9-8. Again, our Lady Wolves have found themselves in some more than less than situations and have overcome. So I'm not concerned about this deficit quite yet, as we get the point here. A service error. So the Lady Wolves will take the serve here. We will also have a sub, number 20, Kayla Young checking in for number 10, Chloe Smith. Officials are explaining something to Del City Lady Eagles. Not sure what the call was there, but the point does go, in fact, to Shawnee. Point. Great serve there by number 8 for our Lady Wolves. Timeout is called on the court. We'll take 1-2. Together, we build community, one season at a time.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli. Charlotte Barnett has insured regional business with commercial policies for over 40 years. If you want to get the best commercial insurance coverage while working with a commercial insurance expert, call Charlotte's Ford Insurance Agency now for a quote. Great prices sell cars, and Castricke Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castricke Auto Mart. They're good people.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
We're back here live after the timeout called. Lady Wolves take the point out of the timeout. The team was dancing, so that tells me it was an ace. Wolves take the 12-9 lead early in the second game here. Point does go to Lady Eagles for Bell City. Point goes to the Lady Eagles, so we have ourselves a back and forth game here. 12-11 right now in favor of Shawnee. On the floor for the Lady Wolves is number 16, Ava Plumley, number 17, Molly McGeehee, number 20, Michaela Young. Milam, Leone, and Roselle round out the back line. Quick sub change as Ashton Chavez checks in. There's a bit of a miscommunication as they were subbing as the Lady Wolves were serving, and the point does go to the Lady Eagles. Great effort there, just couldn't quite get him over. And the point goes back to the Bell City Lady Eagles. So again, Lady Wolves still just trying to find their footing here. You just feel like once we get into a groove, we're really tough to slow down. Still trying to find that footing here in the second game. The point goes to Bell City. And that's the beautiful thing about volleyball is that, you know, one game, it can go one way, and the next, you've got to be able to regroup quickly, whether you won or lost the first one. As Bell City has come out in the second game and showed some fight, taking an early 14-12 lead over our Lady Wolves. Lady Wolves with a great volley there, getting it over the net. Chrissy Milam on the spike right back over for the point. Milam will take the serve. Milam, another dual sport athlete, plays basketball for Coach Wendy Wells. Great dig there by Milam. Great spike by Michaela Young for the point, bringing the score back even at 14 as our Lady Wolves will retain the serve. Point, Lady Wolves. Great serve. Back line. I believe Lady Eagles were out on the return. I will not pretend to know all the rules of volleyball, but that's what it looked like from my vantage point. It looks like Lady Eagles Coach Sandoval is asking for an explanation as well. Again, it's 15-14 here in the second half of the second game here. We are live here on ShawneeCTV. Great environment to watch sports here. It's one of the better venues that I have been to, and obviously I'm a little biased now, but I've been in several high school gyms over my time, and doesn't look like there's a bad seat in the arena here. Great environment for volleyball. Looking forward to basketball season. But come on out, bring the family, bring the kids. And actually get a 2-for-1 today. It's again the Shawnee football team of scrimmaging across the parking lot in Jim Thorpe Stadium. We're here live in the pack for your Lady Wolves as Chrissy Milam gets the ace. As the Lady Wolves regain the lead, 16-14 here in the second set. Milam with a nice serve there. Great return by the Lady Eagles here as we have a good volley going back and forth. Michaela Young there. Couldn't quite control it. You could tell that she was going for that right middle spot over and just barely missed it, giving the point to the Del City Lady Eagles. Nice serve there for Del City. The Lady Wolves are able to control it. And there it is, Michaela Young with the point there. And you could tell that's where she was going the point before, just couldn't quite control it. But this time, she gets great control, great power, and puts it where the Lady Eagles were not. We have ourselves a 17-15 ball game here. McGehee with a great serve there. Canada Boone on the spike, but the Lady Eagles, they're there. They are there. They were right on that spike, getting the point, bringing the game within one, 17-16. Again, Janiyah Bruner was in her usual right corner spot, being a lefty. Had the power, had the momentum, but the Lady Eagles were right there ready on the defense and were able to get the point. So they'll have the serve here. Great hustle there by Chavez and Young. Couldn't quite control it, but both showed some great effort as they were going for the dig there just along the outer baseline. And we have ourselves a 17-17 ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams battling, both teams playing hard. Chavez in a great dig. The setup by Medihi. Bruner couldn't quite control it. So the point does go to the Lady Eagles. Service error by the Del City Lady Eagles, so the point goes back to your Shawnee Lady Wolves, and we will be deadlocked here at 18 as Chloe Smith checks in and will be on the serve. Both teams just 7 points away from taking this one. Lady Eagles can hang on and win it. They'll go up 2-0. Del City wins it. They will even up the score one apiece heading into the third set. But the point goes to our Lady Wolves. It's always good to see official Colin Chapman in the building. Colin has been a long-time official. I know he calls basketball, has been doing volleyball for some time, and gotten to know him over the years, being in gyms, and really does a good job of explaining the rules, because obviously I'm no expert, but he's doing a phenomenal job of just explaining what he's seeing. And Lady Wolves hit the dance floor, so you know what that means. Ace! 5 points away for the victory for our Lady Wolves. Lady Eagles were not far behind at 18. The block. Ava Plumley and Janiyah Bruner double team on that one for the point. And the block. We have ourselves a 21-18 contest here. Lady Wolves just 4 points away. Chloe Smith with a nice serve there. Gets it over the net. Lady Eagles do return it. Janiyah Bruner in that hot corner for the spike, kill, and point. You just always feel like when we, let's say always, the two games that I've been able to really watch and take in, we found ourselves in a little bit of a hole, but it seems like when our back gets against a wall, we just find a way. And we've clawed out of that hole and built a 22-18 lead here in the second set, looking to take game two. But again, Del City not going away easy. Not going away easy. Ava Plumley with the block. She is only a freshman, ladies and gentlemen, but I can see a lot of blocks here in the pack for Ava Plumley over her career. Just well-timed, obviously has the reach. Lady Wolves get the point there, 24-18. The Lady Eagles will take a timeout. We'll take one with them, ShawneeCTV.
Connecting patients to convenient, compassionate care in our community, that is First Med. A couple of things that you guys do that you specialize in. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about workman's comp.
Yes,
for a moment.
Yeah, that's a huge part of what we do here that a lot of people don't know about. We have contracts with many employers, and we do drug testing, alcohol testing, pre-employment screenings. We also do workers' comp, so if someone gets injured on the job and needs stitches, staples, break a bone, then we can absolutely see them and they cannot go to the emergency room.
Another aspect expect, you guys do all sorts of physicals. You mentioned physicals, but it's not just sports physicals. There's all kinds of physicals.
Yeah, so we also do Department of Transportation physicals. We do the FAA physicals and a few others as well.
Well, your equipment is amazing. Talk a little bit about the equipment that's here.
Yeah, so we have the ability to do a push-pull test. We can do a lift and carry test. We can do eye tests. We can do also the hand grip test. That one's pretty difficult. I learned that the hard way.
Oh, it looked like you were having a great time doing it. And then all kinds of like blood work and different things.
Sure.
No matter what the care is, as long as it's not life-threatening, you guys can handle it.
Yes, we can.
So what's the difference between an emergency room and an urgent care?
Sure. So we can handle almost anything that isn't directly life-threatening immediately.
And what if it's a broken bone or something? Can you guys handle that?
Sure we can. We also have x-ray machines as well. So we can look at it and observe it. Then we can also take care of it and do a little bit of care.
Connecting our community with convenient, compassionate care.
Yes.
That's what you guys do.
It is what we do.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Battershell, and I have relocated and continue serving family medicine clients at the Triad Complete Healthcare in Shawnee. I love what I do, and it's an honor to serve my patients. Please call Triad Complete Healthcare in Shawnee if I may be of service for you.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
We're back live as the Shawnee Lady Wolves take game 2 right out of the timeout there. 25-18. Highly contested battle there, both teams fighting hard. Again, this is our 89th consecutive season. Together we build community, one season at a time.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people.
Go time, show time, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
We're back here, ladies and gentlemen, in the pack. Our Lady Wolves have a 2-0 command here against the Lady Eagles. Again, the Lady Eagles did not go down without a fight in both sets there. But our Lady Wolves, in customary fashion, gritted their teeth, stuck their heels in the ground, and grinded out 2 wins. As we're in the third, in what could be the final set of the evening, as the first point does go to our Lady Wolves. Then I may be too observant, but I noticed in that second set there, later in the game, Coach Hunter Burnett was sitting down, didn't look nervous, didn't look apprehensive by any means, but just was not up. Now he's back up. Looked like he was conversing with his staff. Just there, probably looking at some tweaks that could be made or just some adjustments. But whatever he did or said obviously worked, as we were able to come out victorious and now have a 2-0 lead here in the third set. Del City responds with a point of their own early here in the third set, 2-1. Service error for the Lady Eagles, so the point goes to our Lady Wolves. Ace. (4-1) here in the third set. Ashlyn Chavez on the service, looking to keep things rolling early on. Just a bit outside. Point does go to the Del City Lady Eagles. Again, our Lady Wolves have been battle tested early on this season. Obviously, just recently taking on El Reno. No, they were up in Spolpa for a tournament over the weekend. And obviously last week taking on the Noble Lady Bears, but fared well against some very stout competition as they open up this 2025 season. They do take the point there. And the official is explaining what he saw, to the chagrin of the Lady Eagles. They don't necessarily agree with what the call was, but that's typically how it goes. I mean, I can't remember the last time I agree with every call in a basketball game that I've been a part of, so such is life. As our Lady Wolves get the ace. My unofficial count on the aces tonight is 9. That's just how many times I've seen Coach Hunter Burnett do the gritty down the sideline. So anything beyond that. There he goes again, ladies and gentlemen. An ace for our Lady Wolves. And the score is 6-2 early in the third set. Chloe Smith on the serve for our Lady Wolves. Great dig there by Michaela Young. Over to Smith, who then sets it up for Milam. McGehee to Milam for the point. Lady Wolves taking 8-2 lead here in the third set. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. That's another ace. And it looks like our Lady Wolves have found their stride. But as with any game in any sport, anything can happen at any given time. But it just feels like our Lady Wolves are in a very good groove right now. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. Coach Hunter Burnett cannot believe the call there. And that it's 9-3 Shawnee. So this whole time I've been thinking, as I typically do as a coach, how I could appropriately incorporate doing some kind of dance on the sideline like Coach Hunter Burnett. I don't know if that is basketball etiquette. It's probably not, but I just love it. I'm a big fan of it. And so I would love to replicate it. I mean, obviously what Coach Hunter Burnett is doing is working. Having some early success here at Shawnee going to the state tournament. So I'd be foolish not to take something from his coaching repertoire, and I feel like that's something that I just would want to do. I digress. Lady Wolves have a commanding 11-4 lead here in the third set. Just clicking on all cylinders right now. Again, without senior Kylie Moore, but it has not proven to be an issue thus far tonight as the Lady Wolves do their dance and get an ace. 12-4 here in favor of our Lady Wolves. Chrissy Milam on the serve. Great spike there, but also great return by the Lady Eagles. That was Michaela Young on the spike, but the Lady Eagles have found a way to stay in this fight here, not going away just yet, as they are battling the great volley between both teams right now. And Michaela Young with the touch. 13-4. Lady Wolves. Chrissy Milam on the serve, just a bit outside. Point will go to the Lady Eagles. Score is 13-5. Ashton Chavez checks in for Shawnee. Great volley. Michaela Young with the spike there. Lady Eagles couldn't control it. Point goes to Lady Wolves. Janiyah Bruner will check back in for number 10, Chloe Smith. So both freshmen for our Lady Wolves have been very, very impactful this evening. Ava Plumley and Chloe Smith getting some great opportunities here early in their high school careers to set the pace for the rest of their high school experience, as Coach Hunter Burnett gets a little chest bump with one of his players and gritties down the sideline as they get the ace. And it's a 15-5 ball game in the third set here. Molly McGehee with a great serve. Lady Eagles do return it, but it goes out of bounds. And the point goes to our Lady Wolves. So back to my monologue as Molly McGehee takes the serve here. If there is a way, if anybody wants to reach out to me and explain some way that they feel like I can incorporate some kind of sideline gritty in a basketball game, appropriately, of course, I would love to venture down that road. Because Coach Hunter Burnett it just looks so natural on him, and you know, I don't know, I might have 2 left feet, but I feel like that's great for the bench energy. Get your team going. It gives you guys something to gives them something to look forward to. I mean, you get the ace and your coach is dancing. I don't know what our count is right now, but it's been a lot. I've seen them up, and it's always fun to see our students enjoying what they do, having a good time, and doing their best that they can at school. Del City Lady Eagles get the point here. 17-6 in the third set. Here in the pack. You're watching ShawneeCTV. Again, this is our 89th consecutive season broadcasting live here in Shawnee, highlighting our phenomenal student athletes. The Lady Wolves couldn't quite control that one. goes out of bounds, so the point will go back to the Lady Eagles of Del City. Score is 17-7. Lady Wolves need just 8 points to take this game, set, and match this evening. Great block there by Ava Plumley. Lady Eagles do return it, but can't quite control the ensuing set as the Lady Eagles will take a timeout. Your score is 18-7 here. We'll take one, too. Again, you're watching ShawneeCTV. Watch live.
Casterkey Tire and Alignment. Local, family-owned business with over 40 years of experience. Tires, alignments, front-end parts, and brakes installed. Check them out on Facebook. Casterkey Tire and Alignment.
Play It Again Sports, where we buy your gently used sporting goods for cash. We give this award out once a month. The award doesn't go just to the greatest athlete or to the greatest student. It goes to the greatest person.
And we're back here live in the pack. You're watching ShawneeCTV. Our Lady Wolves have a relatively comfortable lead here against Del City, 18-7 here in the third set. McGee heated, Janiyah Bruner. 19-7 is the score. Janiyah Bruner with the kill there. Kayla Young on the serve. And that would be your ace. 20-7 here. Wolves just need 5 points to take this one home. Kayla Young will remain on the service. She has a great serve. I mean, that is coming out hot. Lady Eagles could not control that one. Lady Wolves need just 4 points so they can go home victorious. Just a bit outside. Point goes to the Lady Eagles. Again, with just 2 seniors on the team, one of them not dressed out tonight, our Lady Wolves have come out in this third set in full force as Janiyah Bruner gets the kill there. I'm very impressed with what I've seen in the 2 games that I've been able to watch of our Lady Wolves. They just have a great spirit about their team. They all seem to be in sync. They all seem to get along, as the Lady Wolves just need 2 points to close out the night. And this is our 23rd year of broadcasting Shawnee Athletics, opening up the 2025-2026 season here of athletics. And we have softball in full swing. I see our cross-country coaches, Coach Jay and Coach Lecklider, across the way. I know they opened up this past weekend. Football will be kicking off next week here on Friday, September 5th against PC North. And obviously, your Lady Wolves Volleyball have started things off pretty nicely this season. And so we are well underway this calendar year, this academic calendar year, with fall sports. Chrissy Milam on the spike and kill, 24-10, as the team is getting hype. They are 1 point away from taking this one to the bank. The Lady Eagles with a nice response there on the block. 24-11. Again, our Lady Wolves just need 1 point. And this one will be decided. Chrissy Milam with the point, game, set, and match. You can put this one in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Your Lady Wolves win it in 3 sets. A great all-around contest by both teams. It's been a fun one on the call. I'm Chad Johnson. You're watching ShawneeCTV. Remember, together, we build community, one season at a time.